Hi, I'm Liz Hamson, editor of Property Week. It's early Tuesday evening and the sun is setting on the first day of Mipim, and I'm joined here by Rob Tincknell, Chief Executive of Battersea Power Station Development Company, who's still riding high after the massive 500,000 square foot letting to Apple last year. So Rob, how has Mipim been so far for you this year?
Yeah, it's been good. As you say, people are still interested in the Apple deal. They're still interested to know more about Battersea. So it's a great opportunity to come down and explain all the fantastic things that are still happening at the site.
Such as?
Well, we've got nearly 4 million square feet on site now. 3,500 people are busy working away building Battersea. Our first residents have moved into phase one. And the leasing and sales teams have been really busy. We've got over 1,600 residential sales, half of which are to UK buyers, and of course our nearly 1 million square feet of commercial, which includes the Apple deal. So there's a masses of things going on. It's all very good.
And what impact do you think the Apple deal has had on the market? Because there was a lot of uncertainty immediately after the vote last year, and that seemed to settle nerves a little bit.
Well, I think there's two things. One is it's put Battersea on the map in terms of a commercial location. People used to think of us as being much more of a residential scheme, because we've done so many residential launches. But we are a proper mixed-use scheme with nearly 4 million square feet of commercial. So it was great that was an opportunity to really tell the story about our commercial spaces. And I think also it gave a lot of confidence in the market and, of course, with Battersea post-Brexit. So all round, it's been a great success.
And you're planning to increase the amount of commercial space, are you?
Well, it all depends on the market, really. The great thing about having a proper mixed-use scheme is that you can ebb and flow as markets change. So if the residential market continues to be down because of stamp duty and other things, then we will naturally convert some of our space to offices.
And how much, roughly? You said recently something like 1 million square foot additional capacity.
Well, I think we could change 1 million square feet without fundamentally changing the project. But equally, if the office market dropped off and the residential market picked up, it could be the other way around.
And what about the residential aspect then? How much do you see that being scaled back potentially in the next phase?
Well, we have over 4,500 apartments in the project, so to build, let's say, 3,500 wouldn't necessarily be a problem. I mean, I think it would be a great shame to change the mix, but we have to recognise the impact the stamp duty has had on central London. And the shame will be that, of course, if we do reduce our level of residential accommodation, then some of the benefits will go as well. The level of affordable housing will reduce as well, and some of the other benefits that come from having that great community there too. So we're really hoping that the government make some changes to stamp duty legislation in autumn this year.
And how confident are you that that's something positive like that is going to happen?
Well, I think we Battersea Power Station, together with another 100-odd different people within the market, have joined forces to make a much better case for the stamp duty reforms. And the first part of that is to actually get better data. At the moment, we're all working off slightly different data and there's lots of different messaging going on. So by the summer, we're going to have one fantastic set of numbers, verified, audited, and those we are absolutely certain will show that the overall tax take for the government is substantially down. And when you look at the fact that we're building now 10,000 less homes in central London, those two things combined, I think, will be a real wake-up to the HM government.
So are you pretty bullish about this year then, looking ahead?
I think we've got a number of challenges. Construction is still challenging. The uncertainty that exists in the market today really manifests itself with the contractors. Build costs have gone up through the change in interest rates, exchange rates, sorry. We've also got a change in labour. I mean, it's more challenging to find labour force in central London for building works. So contractors are facing a difficult time, and that impacts on us because, of course, their premiums go up. So
how do you deal with that challenge, though?
Well, fortunately, most of our contractors are now on site, and we're busy building away. So But it is a challenge. We have to push very hard, and some of the ways we're dealing with it is changing our contracting methodology. So taking a little bit more risk and working in partnership with the contractors rather than seeking fixed price lump sum contracts that we used to do in the past.
Okay, and what about the opportunities this year looking ahead? Perhaps harder to identify, but what do you see as the opportunities this year?
I think the big opportunity for Battersea is to just continue to build on the mixed-use nature of the project. I mean, it is an amazing project. And one of London's very few properly mixed-use schemes where we have a really well thought-out balance of uses. And I think as we start to solidify those uses with Apple and hotels, and Phase 1 opens with the with 23 restaurants and cafes along the riverfront, and we're starting to get lots of people and visitors coming down.
There's a lot of noise, isn't there, now?
Yeah, and I think that noise will grow and people will be able to come down and really experience the scheme. And I think that's going to be really exciting.
And what's your forecast for the London market as a whole?
I think London continues to be the greatest city on the planet. There's no doubt about that. We face challenges, but other cities in the world face challenges as well. I think my biggest message is that we just need to get rid of the uncertainty as quickly as possible. Now, you're not going to get rid of the uncertainty around Brexit because of the nature of the.
We thought it was going to be this week, didn't we?
Exactly.
But it's now the end of the month again.
Exactly. So, but we can't judge what's going to happen with Brexit, and we won't be able to for 3 or 4 years. But what we can do is we can be much more stable with our domestic policies, around tax, around stamp duty, around business rates, all those things. We can actually create a much more solid, straight, unchanging platform. So businesses, developers, investors all know exactly what they're getting into and when they get into it.
So time to lobby hard and time for government to step up a little bit.
And time for solidity, time for stability and solidity around the real estate industry and the policies and the tax regime that goes with it.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Rob.
You're welcome.
Enjoy the rest of Mipim.
Thank you very much.